Hi guys, I just wanted to come on today and talk about the challenge that I'm doing with Rocky and Rich. It's Rocky and Rich Daily Vloggers. If you want to go check out their channel, you'll love them. It's a couple from California and they talk about everything. They do daily vlogs about their life, their apartment, their cat, where they go to eat, and they just talk about really interesting things. And the two of them are just great, and I'm sure you would love them. Please go check them out. Rocky and Rich did a challenge after the first of the year, and I think she's up to like 42 people now that have joined the challenge, and I'm one of them. And the beginning of last week, I think it was Monday, I started my challenge. The reason I started was because I need to get organized, and that's one of the things I need to challenge myself on, is culling out my old stuff, whether it be clothes, makeup, anything around in closets or anything that I don't need. It needs to get either given away or thrown out. So that's one of my things. And the second one is healthier eating habits for myself. I've noticed during the holidays this year that I have just, I was off the rails as far as watching what I eat. I noticed that I wasn't making healthy choices. I noticed that my attitude was, oh, it's the holidays, I'll worry about it afterwards. Well, between Thanksgiving and New Year's, I went from 128 to 136. And 136 is the highest I have ever been in my whole life. All through high school and everything, I weighed about like 100, 101. Sometimes, you know, below 100. And I got a small frame so that every little pound I put on shows up. Okay? Now, fast forward into my 60s, 50s and 60s. My norm was about 128, okay? I felt as I got older, a few extra pounds looked better on me, and if I lose too much weight, my cheeks get hollow, I feel like my skin gets wrinkly, so I felt like it was healthier to keep on a few pounds. Yeah, we get jowls and stuff at 60, but you know, you gotta work with what you got. But anyways, I decided to start eating healthy, and at the beginning of last week, I decided I'm gonna cut out everything white, all the bad white things in our diet, like sugar, flour, bread, spaghetti. Sugar and flour being the biggest ones for me, because I have a cookie addiction. Also, sweets, chocolates. I gave up everything. Matter of fact, when I did my video at the beginning of the week, I was cleaning out my cabinet and I dumped a whole box of this. This was like a little bit taken out of the top layer, and the bottom layer was still full. And I felt awful doing it because, you know, there are starving children all over the world, but this was just going to sit here and call my name. These are those European chocolate cookies, and every time I walked by the cabinet, I'd grab a handful, and I did it unconsciously, not even thinking that, yeah, these are calories that are going in. And guess where they ended up? On my stomach and around my waist. My legs are thin, my arms are thin, but it settled around the middle. So I feel like a marshmallow with toothpicks in the sides for arms and legs. No sweets, nothing for the week. I was eating healthy, I was eating salads. I allowed myself maybe crackers and cheese once in a while for a snack in between meals. I've been trying to do like soups, and last night was the first night, Saturday night, that I splurged, and I actually made my husband and I spaghetti and meat sauce, and it came out delicious, and it tasted so good. And even though it's a starch, I felt like my energy level, I needed something, because I had been so good all week that this spaghetti tasted so good. If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have to allow myself one day a week where I can go off the diet and enjoy myself and eat the things that I like. Otherwise, I know myself, I won't stick to it if it's just, you know, pure hell 7 days a week. I have to have one thing, one day where I treat myself and say, you know, good job. Okay, however, I got on the scale. I just took a shower, weighed myself buck naked, and I was still 136. This time with no clothes on. Last time it was with my pajamas on. So I don't know if I gained a pound or it's because I haven't gone number 2 this week. Yep, a little too much information. But this morning, I decided, you know those fleet things that they give you when you go in for a colonoscopy to clean you out? Well, had a glass of orange juice with that mixed in it this morning, okay? Waiting for the big one, the big bomb. Nothing so far. Nothing. Not even a little gurgle or anything in my stomach. Nothing. So, I don't know. But I'm not going to let it get me down. When it happens, right? So, I still weigh the same as I did when I started this week, but I haven't gained, so that's good. I got a lot of stuff to talk about, and I had to write it down so I wouldn't... Hold on, let me get my glasses. Oh, my hair is driving me nuts. This week, I gotta go get a color soon because I just need it freshened up. The color just, I need some highlights and lowlights, and I need a little trim, and just, it's not doing anything for me, but anyways, it is what it is, right? So, guys, I wanted to talk about my challenge. I wanted to tell you that I'm still 136 for my weigh-in. My treadmill is coming out. Matter of fact, I'm going to have my husband help me downstairs with it from the 3rd floor. We keep it up there in the eaves. We stuck it in the storage in the front of our house. So we're going to take that down. And it's one of those self-propelled ones. I forget what the name of it is. I'll tell you when I bring it down. Anyways, it's one of those self-propelled ones. It's not motorized. You have to do all the work yourself. And it's got the little ski pole things that you know, can set the tension on to work your arms out too. So that's what I'm going to do. That's coming down tonight, and so I'm going to get on that. So hopefully doing my walk run thing on there, you know, 3 days a week, maybe I'll work up to 4. I'm not going to, you know, push myself, but this is just my plan for now. Maybe I'll burn off some calories and go from there. Another thing is I did organize my cabinets in the kitchen. I organized 2 sets of cabinets, doubles, and had all my cookies and all of my baking goods and stuff in there. So I cleaned that out, threw away everything that I might be tempted by. And then I went through all of my medicines and cough syrup and stuff like that, and prescriptions and old prescriptions that were up there. Anything that was outdated, threw that out. So I got everything all cleaned in those 2 cabinets. Those are the 2 that we tend to gravitate for, like if we, you know, want an aspirin or, you know, want a snack or whatever. Now there's no sweets in there and no outdated prescriptions or anything. So I'm going to keep on going in my kitchen and eventually get all my cabinets organized and go through like my spices and stuff like that. And eventually my cabinets will be clean. And 2015 will be a new year. So, all right, that being said, let's move on. Has anybody seen the Oh Carol show? Carol, my friend, down in Vegas. If you haven't checked her out, check out her channel. It's called the Oh Carol Show is the name of her channel. And she did a video this morning, and it was hilarious. And it was about Natalie. Natalie, the beauty diva. Check her out, too. 2 great ladies, I'll tell you. You'll love them. Anyways, she did a video on Natalie's little mishap out in the parking lot at work, and how this big burly pilot came out and carried her into work because she slid on the ice. And the animation and the sound effects and everything in the background were just awesome. Carol, you did a great job. I love Carol's videos, guys. You guys got to check them out. And check out Natalie, too. They're 2 of the nicest women on YouTube on here. And if you haven't checked them out, you're really missing a lot. So go check them out. Another one is Mary Ellen, Sensational After 60. Check out Mary Ellen. These women they just bring so much knowledge and wisdom, you know, because of our age. They have so much to share. And even you young girls out there who have YouTube channels, tune into them because this is what you're coming up on. So, you know, you want to be prepared in these golden years. Okay, my next thing is, this is for JJ Miss Man. Janice, your CeraVe, it's going to be on its way. I hope this is the one that you were talking about. I picked this up this past summer, and I will be putting this in the mail for you. I know that you and your husband like to go out and ride on his motorcycles, and you're concerned about the sun. So this is coming to you, and it's in a bottle like this. Is that like the one that you have? I hope so. But I didn't forget, and it's coming to you. Last but not least, I want to thank all of my new subscribers that have popped in and subscribed to my channel, and I appreciate it so much. I appreciate all of your support, all of your comments. I just love your comments. And to all of my subscribers that have been here all along, I love you guys. I really appreciate all of your support, all of your comments. I love this camaraderie that us women have, and it's women supporting women. That's what YouTube should be all about. One thing YouTube shouldn't be is cattiness, competitiveness. Who's got the most makeup? Who's got, you know, the best wardrobe or the biggest house? Or, you know, that's not why we're here, girls. We're here to lift each other up. And the fastest way to make your channel go downhill, and I've seen it happen to people on here, is to start getting catty and talk about other YouTubers, and some of it can get vicious. I don't like it personally. I try not to engage in anything like that because I like to draw my own conclusions. My thoughts and my feelings are because of my own experiences with people. I don't like to be led on by another person's opinions. Everybody's got different opinions about people and things. Some people are not your bag, you know, don't watch them. I notice, and I'll probably get, you know, a few even on this video, and I know I will because there's always a few thumbs down. I always get at least 3. And I can't understand why somebody would take the time out of their day and come to my channel, minutes they'll never get back again, and they do it every time a video goes up, to give me a thumbs down. That is pathetic, and you ought to be ashamed of yourself. And granted, there's a thumbs up and thumbs down there, you know, so that maybe some of us will give ourselves some self-critique and think, well, maybe I'm doing something that I can improve on. But if you're just giving a thumbs down just to be mean and vicious and catty, you know, that's your problem. Boo-hoo to you. You know, get a life. That's all I can say. This is a channel for uplifting women. We're all about helping each other out. We're all in this pool together. There's so much wisdom that can be passed back and forth between us. And it doesn't matter about the number of people that are subscribed to our channel or anything. It's the people that are subscribed to our channel. It's not a race to get to 1 million. You know, I'm just so thankful that I made it above 200. To tell you the truth, I never thought that anybody would listen to anything I had to say on here. Like, what, you know, I'm just a retired 60-year-old woman that, you know, talks about my daily life and, you know, throws in a little bit of makeup now and then, and, you know, my dogs, or talk about my husband, or do a haul now and then, but which is fine. You know, there's an audience for everything. But I like to touch base with other women who are, you know, have similar likes and dislikes, and you know, that have something in common. And if you're here, it's because we all have a commonality. There's something, you know, in my channel that you like. If you don't like it, but you're here just to give me a thumbs down every day, then unsubscribe. Believe me, you know, I don't care about the numbers. That's not important. I love my subscribers, and that's all that matters to me. And I thank you all for being here, and I'm sorry I got on that little rant. But let's just go back to like day 1 of my time on YouTube. I sat back and observed for a while, and I followed a lot of the same people. I subscribed to other people through their channels, and I noticed that sometimes, I mean, granted, we have our group of, you know, over 50 women, and we all have a very close bond, but it is by no means a clique that we, you know, sit and conspire. Oh, did you see what so-and-so's talked about? We don't do that. And I noticed a lot of that in the younger people, but not so much in like the over 50. But then I started seeing a little bit of it. And then, to top it all off, these people's channels went like off the air. They did away with their channel. And I can see why, because that's the surest way to get your name out there as a backbiter. And I don't have that on this channel. I don't like it. There's no place for it here, and that's all I want to say. So I hope you're all having a wonderful Sunday. Thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate having you here. See you next time. Bye-bye.